Today we're talking about how finding bread on your car roof is definitely not a good sign. Just as Patrick was about to leave, he stumbled upon an interesting rooftop pastry. Inside the bread was a note. It looked like his friends were playing hide and seek. "I need your help. It appears that his friend Christy is truly in a tight spot. What an odd and quirky call for assistance." Pell discovered the dearly departed Celia, the missing friend, once a superstar in the church. Pell and Zhao hopped in a car to investigate. It seems like they are diving into a church rebel tale. Pell May claimed the church rules made her feel like screaming, "I gotta get out of here." The church insisted this was all part of their soul-cleansing sacred ritual. If someone tries to leave, they whip out the tapes, talk about psychological warfare. Pell May was glad she got out in time, but Celia thought the church could fix her addiction. Turns out, Celia had a special relationship with the church executive. What a drama! And she was actually supposed to marry David. This certainly created a highly tangled love triangle. The relationship with that executive was the smoking gun of the case. Zhao and Pell sped back just when. During the operation, Zhao unexpectedly spotted a mysterious follower trailing behind, and Patrick decided that this was the perfect moment to show off his incredible drifting skills. "FBI, I have a few questions." The scene was heating up. Why was this FBI agent tailing them? He was hunting for church secrets. The FBI suspected the Eye of Heaven was up to no good, but solid evidence was elusive, a real whodunit. Zhao and Pell's identities caused a stir. What a case of mistaken identity. But Patrick dodged a bullet, sharpening his cop's instincts even further. Patrick has eventually managed to piece together the truth, sharp and perceptive, just like a cheetah. He grabbed a paper bag to stage his little act, aiming to cleverly evade the surveillance cameras. The church secretary was teaching lessons when Patrick decided to stir the pot. The secretary instinctively pulled out a gun, obviously a moment of nervousness, who said he hadn't been a cop before. Under questioning, the secretary finally confessed that it actually took him a full 3 years to successfully infiltrate the church. Patrick thought Walter probably saw right through it, a true battle of wits. He hoped the secretary could take him to see Celia's confession tapes insider info. Church members' misdeeds were all taped, but Celia's secrets couldn't be revealed. The confession room was loaded with cameras. Patrick was risking it all. As expected, the footage showed Patrick's bold presence. He wasn't worried. He wanted to get all the executive's attention. Cop Patrick still played it cool, a truly seasoned and experienced player. Sure, finding clues in the confession video seemed like a wild goose chase. But he knew Celia's lover could be right under their noses. What a shocking twist. The collaboration between Walter and Patrick served as the pivotal factor in capturing the killer. Indeed, their joint performance demonstrated a masterful display of skill and rapport. No need to wait for confession tape evidence. Things were becoming crystal clear. The FBI found the killer's skin cells under the victim's nails. What a bombshell. However, the lawyer steadfastly refused to provide DNA samples. He certainly didn't want his true identity to be uncovered. The lawyer eventually confessed everything in the interrogation room. Talk about dramatic. But Celia's dating escapades brought a whole lot of troubles upon herself. In a fit of rage, the lawyer killed Celia. Talk about a terrifying twist. Murder is serious business. They couldn't easily let that executive slip away. The man struck a deal with the lawyer, provide evidence, and he'd get a lighter sentence. At the very moment he was in the process of being transferred, to everyone's surprise, Sally's fiancé burst in what an astonishing and unexpected twist. David claimed he was out for revenge for Celia, but it was really Walter pulling the strings. Now the only one who could provide evidence was in trouble. Trouble was brewing. Patrick got a message from Walter asking to meet Walter Riddle. This definitely has something to do with me. How on earth did he know about my plan? Walter gave Patrick an address now. It was the crucial moment to unravel the mystery. FBI arrived fully geared up at the address, but found no danger as expected.